Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Ship and Reach. I'll be doing the series I want to finish and start this year. Fingers crossed. There is one book on here, one series on here that I did not finish from my similar video back in 2022. I'll link that above and down below in case you want to just check that video out. So I will be reading it this year. But honestly, I'm actually pretty proud of the fact that I did manage to finish most of them except for the one series. So let's get into all the books. Before I get started though, if you're new to this channel, please don't hesitate to click down below as well as hit the notification bell. And if you're new, hi, hello, I'm Stephanie and I do a lot of bookish content. But yeah, let's just get right into all the series I want to finish and start this year. Some of these are oldies, like very oldies. And some of them are more recent or like more recently finished. So there's definitely a lot more series, but I want to be safe and not overwhelm myself. So I only have 10 on here. If I finish them early this year, I will do another video with more series I want to start and finish. But for now, let's start with 10. The first one over here is the Great Library series. This is the first book. It is by Rachel Caine. This came out such a long time ago. I got this back in New York City, and it says it is a series about rewriting history, creating a dangerous world where the Great Library of Alexandria has survived the test of time. And now the Great Library is a presence in every major city, governing the flow of knowledge to the masses. I love library books, books about books, so very high on this list. The next series I have on here is the Fallen Kingdom series by Morgan Rhodes. I remember this is back when I like bought all the books in a series and I didn't even read the first one, and then I would regret it later because I'd read the first book later and be like, I don't even like it, and therefore what was the whole point of buying all the series? So this is back in that era of me, and I have most if not all the books in the series, have not started it yet. So here's hoping that I like first book and therefore we'll continue with all the other books I already have. Oh, this series is about treacherous betrayals, witches, watchers, where they are immortal beings who take the shape of hawks, and like a lot of elemental magic. So very excited. The next book, for some reason I don't have the first book, I have the second and third book. That is the Remnant Chronicles. This is, I believe, book 2, but the first book is Kiss of Deception. This is another one where it's been sitting there for so long. I do need to get the first book because I think I read the first book so long ago, which is why I got books 2 and books 3, but then I never continued. And now it's been so long that I need to reread the first book to even know what the fuck is happening. So this is a series that I will be kind of mid-starting, but basically restarting from the beginning. The next series I have on here is the Unbecoming of Mara Dyer series. I read the first 2 like so long ago. The third book at that time wasn't even out yet, and then I just never continued. So this is another one where I have to restart the series from the beginning and finish it up this time around. I do have books 2 and books 3 as well, so hopefully I will finish it this year. It says you wake up with no memory of the last few days. Your friends were killed in an accident that you miraculously survived. Your family has to move to another state to escape the fallout. You meet a mysterious boy who seems to know more about your past than you do. You start seeing things that aren't possibly there. You're afraid you're losing your mind. Can you keep it together? I just remember being so good back in the day. Alright, this next one is one that I technically I finished the original trilogy, and then she continued on with more, and I never continued with that. And so now I need to do another restart of the series, and that is the Poison Study series, as well as the Soul Finders. I think that's the second trilogy. But I have all 6 books, and this is book 1. I love this book. Like, let me tell you, I was obsessed with all the characters, especially with the guy in this book. Like, I was obsessed with him. I was like, oh my god, amazing. Yeah, so anyways, that was my teenage years. But yeah, this is another one. Then we're at the series that I wanted to read in 2022, didn't finish it, so now it's here, and that is the 3 Dark Crown series by Kendra Blake. I have all the series. I think I have most of them. I think it's a 4-part book. Still need to read it, obviously. It says, in every generation on the island of Fenburn, a set of triplets is born. 3 queens, all equal heirs to the crown, and each possessor of a coveted magic. But then they have to like fight for the magic, and it's not just a win or lose, it's life or death. So very excited about this one. Another series that I really want to start and finish is the Thief series by Megan Whalen Turner. I remember this series came out a while ago, and then she wrote a recent one. I think it's called Return of the King or something, and it's like the 4th or 5th book of the series. And since then, it's been on my radar again because I don't think I ever read the original series all those years ago. So hopefully I read this as well. I've heard really good things in general. It says Gen can steal anything, at least that's the boast he's made in wine shops across the capital city, and his bragging has landed him in the king's prison. His chance of escape looks slim, even for someone of his talents. When he's invited to join a quest to steal an object straight out of a legend, he's hardly in a position to refuse. Then I have A Realm Breaker by Victoria Aveyard. This is one that came out somewhat recently. And to finish, it says, a squire, the survivor of a failed quest, an immortal, timeless, unfathomable, an assassin, skilled and heartless, an old sorceress, holding secrets behind her teeth, and a pirate's daughter, the war's last hope. The heroes are gone, but the fight to save the world has only just begun. Next series on here is one that I technically started this year, but I read to page like 5, and I just didn't continue, mainly because I was on vacation. So yeah, but that is The Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. I've heard great things. I did really enjoy like the first 5-10 pages I did read. I just didn't continue with it because I was on vacation. So I do really want to continue the series and finish it for next year. Then the last and final series I'm hoping to finish and start this year, 2025, is Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. I've heard so many good things about the series. I read the original series, Caraval, I think last year or the year before. Loved it, and it's a spin-off, so I'm more excited now, and I should have probably read this when it first came out, but I was also waiting for the last book to finish. But now everything's out, so I have no excuses except for myself. So I'm gonna read this and cannot wait. So that is it. Those are all the books I want to read in 2025 in terms of the series side. Let me know down below if you have read these series before. I feel like most people have, to be quite honest, and if you had, let me know which one to start first, which one to tackle first. But as always, if you like this video, please do give me a thumbs up. I really love my channel. And if you see more content of me, please don't hesitate to share down below, as well as hit the notification bell. And as always, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!